again, thanks for joining the call. Yeah, thank you very much, Anyami, for that. So thank you very much for joining the call this evening. It's a privilege to be here. My name is Oluwadamlola Omotosho, and I'm the president of SP Footsmina chapter. Although I'm not the moderator for today, I'm not supposed to be the moderator for today's event, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, I think the moderator is back online, right? Maybe can you go ahead now, or should I continue? Mary, are you there? All right, so it's due to time, we don't want to waste our time. We want to be as fast, as quick as possible. So I'm Omotosh Oluwadamilala, president of SP Footsmina chapter. I'm not supposed to be the moderator, but I'll be covering up for her till she's stable. So the welcome address for today's event will be taken by the program's chair.
Good evening, everyone.
So let's welcome Amodu.
I want to know if we can hear me very well.
For the welcome address. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Mary, yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. So I'll be going ahead. My name is Amodu Enemana John. I'm the program's chairperson, SP Footsmina chapter. So I want to welcome each and every one of us to these impactful events today. I promise you it's going to be very, very impactful. And the team is leveraging machine learning and AI for a transformative education. And with us today, we have a very wonderful speaker that will be taking us on this topic. And I'm very sure we'll actually learn a lot from it. So let's be seated. Let's be expectant to learn something from these events. Once again, welcome each and every one of you to these wonderful events. Thank you very, very much. I'm over to you, Mary.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I'm not sure Mary is back with us. So thank you very much, Mona, for that wonderful welcome address. Please confirm you can all hear me, please. All right, thank you very much. Please, who is controlling the slides? Thank you very much, Mona, for that wonderful welcome address. So the safety brief will be taken by Vice President.
Everyone.
Okay, so go ahead.
It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this exciting webinar being hosted by SPE Footsmina chapter on the topic leveraging machine learning and AI for a transformative education. My name is Ape Mary, and I am your moderator this evening to guide you through the promises of all the enlightening session that we'll be having so far. Okay, moving forward, I would like to call on the person of Mr. Jonathan to please present the safety brief for us.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be taking the safety brief and I'll be reading through. Please let's pay attention very, very well. Safety as. So if you have a question, you raise up your hand and you write Q for question and C for comment. So if you want to speak again, you can raise up your hand and ensure that is actually minimized, that you can hear the sound of the alarm. That's in case something is happening outside, you can actually hear. And mute your mic. Please, let's mute our mic so that each and every one of us can hear what the speaker wants to say. It is very important so that you will not cause distraction while the speaker is speaking. So we should use the chat box. I've said so. That's C for comments and Q for question. And we should be at alert. Concerning our sitting posture, let's sit in a good manner so that we will not have back pain or neck pain or any kind of pain after the session. We want us to be more healthy than before. So I would like us to sit properly and keep our jotting notes on our table. If you don't have a table, sit in an orderly manner so that you don't have back pain. And the last one, always stay safe. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Vice President. That's Vice President Futsmina, SPE Futsmina chapter. Thank you very much for that safety brief. I really appreciate that. Please, the person controlling the slides. All right, so we'll be welcoming our guest speaker for today. Is an amazing person. Like, is the one. He's very, very passionate about students. He likes to speak to students. He likes to motivate students. So I will be giving the floor to our technical director, Sani, to take the citation reading of our guest speaker for today. Please, you can take over, Sani.
Okay. Good evening, all. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Good evening, invited guests, fellow colleagues, and students. It's an honor to welcome you all to this SPE Futmina webinar. My name is Alamin Sani, the technical director and a 400-level chemical engineering student. As someone passionate about the intersection of engineering, technology, and innovation, I'm particularly thrilled to be here today as we delve into groundbreaking advancements and their applications in petroleum industry. It's my privilege to introduce today's esteemed speaker, Dr. Fatai Anifo Oshe, whose remarkable contributions to the fields of computational intelligence and petroleum geology have made significant impacts worldwide. Dr. Fatai Anifo Oshe is a lead research scientist at the Advanced Research Center in Saudi Aramco. He obtained his PhD degree in 2015 from the University of Malaysia, Sarawak, an MS from King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, Saudi Arabia in 2009, and a BTech from the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Nigeria in 1999, all in the field of computer science. His expertise lies at the intersection of computational intelligence and petroleum geology, specifically focusing on reservoir characterization. Throughout his career spanning over 12 years, Dr. Anifo Oshe has dedicated his efforts to automating geological and petroleum engineering workflows. He is a pioneer in applying machine learning and advanced data mining techniques to enhance the accuracy, efficiency, and productivity of these processes. Dr. Anifo Oshe has a prolific publication record with over 80 research papers in esteemed journals and conference proceedings, filed several patents. His contributions to the field have been recognized with numerous accolades, including the SPE Regional Service and Data Science and Engineering Analytics Awards for the Middle East and North Africa region in 2021, and the IKME Learning and Development Award for No-Code Machine Learning in 2024. He's an active member for professional organizations such as the Society of Petroleum Engineers, SPE, the European Association of Geoscientists and Engineers, EAGE, and the American Association of Petroleum Geologists, AAPG. Thank you very much for having me.
Wow. I am expecting to be seeing a virtual upload. I'm expecting to be seeing virtual upload. Please, let's give our speaker a virtual upload. This is it's a very, very broad profile. It's a very, very broad profile. So as I said earlier, our speaker is very grounded and is passionate about students. He likes to speak to students, he likes to motivate them. So we are so glad to have you on this call today. Dr. Fatai Anifowoshe. Really appreciate you. We are honored to have you. So this program is not just to it's not just for us to just sit down and listen. You're supposed to be with your pen, you're supposed to be with your journal, you're supposed to be with your jotter to jot something down. Remember, we are celebrating International Day of Education. So yeah, here to be motivated again. Some of us here, we are just like pushing ourselves. We don't really know what we want. We don't even know the path to follow. We want to follow. So today, I want us to be ready to learn today and to also put it into practice. So once again, thank you very much, sir, for joining the call. And we would like to hear you speak to us now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Oluwadamilola. Thank you very much also to Alamin Sani for the citation. Thank you to the Vice President, Technical Director, Program Director, the kind invitation. I'm very glad to be with you today. Please, can you confirm that I'm loud and clear?
Very
Yes,
well,
sir.
sir.
Okay, then I would like to share my screen. So do you mind if I override the one currently on display?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. So is my slide very clear?
Very pleasant. Please,
Okay.
if you are not speaking, kindly mute your mic if you are not speaking. Please. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now that you can hear me very clearly and you can also see my slide very clearly. So thank you so much once again for the invitation. I'm glad to be with you today. And within a space of about 40 minutes, I will be discussing with you the topic given to me, which is leveraging machine learning and artificial intelligence for a transformative education from insight to impact. So I will start with an overview of AI and machine learning, taking directly from the title or from the topic given to me. I have something um, to explain there. Then I will go into the trends of AI as we have it today in the field of education. And of course, since the education takes one directly to the industry, whether the academics or the operational industry, I would also like to explain some of the trends or show very quickly some of the trends of AI in the industry. Then I will close the talk with a few recommendations. Okay. Just for a moment, I want you to look at the screen for a few seconds. And then afterwards, I want somebody to tell me how you can summarize this animation in just 2 words. So, any guess from anyone? How can you summarize what you have seen in the previous slide in just 2 words? Feel free to share your mind. There is no right or wrong answer. Just want to hear your thoughts. Feel free to talk or to type. I would like to hear from you. Okay, let's see some things coming in. Computer work. Okay. Effect of technology. Technology. Okay. Uh, um, Artificial intelligence. Okay. Technology accessibility. Okay, you all have the idea. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. You are all correct, I would say, in one way or the other. My own guess is this. What I see there is a kind of digital transformation. You can see that each of those things that we used to have on our desktop, and you have them becoming software applications on our computer. Okay, so that takes us to the subject of digital transformation as a step before going into the world of AI and machine learning. So digital transformation. Again, I'd like to hear from my audience. And from what we have seen in the previous slide, who can give me a simple definition of digital transformation? Again, I want to hear from you. I want to read from you. Come on, somebody. Don't be shy. Just say something. I can assure you, you will be very close to the answer, even if you are not exactly correct. Converting manual things into digital. That's a very good attempt. Very good attempt. I like that. One more guess, then I will continue. Just one more. Just one more contribution. Okay, let me just reveal mine. So you're very correct. It is the digital, anyway, continual change in technology, allowing the computer to do the work. It's an involvement of the transition of digital era that we are in. All very good attempts. So digital transformation from my own perspective, which is very close to yours as well, is the integration of digital technologies into all areas of business, including oil and gas business. So it changes the way we operate, the way we do our business, and the way we deliver our value. Moving forward, it's like a cultural change that requires organizations to continually challenge the status quo. Okay? We have been doing some things the same way for decades. It is now time to challenge it and then say, no, we can do better than this. Okay? It's an opportunity for us to experiment with new ideas. Okay, can we try this? Can we do this? Can we do better? Okay? We are having the opportunity now through digital transformation. And also, we want to get comfortable with failure. Since we have the chance to experiment new ideas, then failing should not be a bad thing. So when we fail, we learn from it and then we come back in a better way. That is the way I see it. Now, digital transformation has what I call a number of pillars, 2 or 3 of them. The first step in digital transformation is called digitization. This is the process of converting your analog data into digital format. And from the oil and gas field, I can give a few examples. We used to have, drilling morning reports, whether they are handwritten or they are even typed, they remain analog. So scanning these documents from filing cabinets to computer folders is a kind of digitization. So you are converting your analog data into digital format. Another example is the geological core descriptions. Okay? They are either handwritten. Very recently, they became coded in some digital icons or legends. However, since they are still on paper, they are still regarded as analog data. And then we have another example of flow meter readings. They are either handwritten or even they can be typed. Still, they are considered analog. You will see that I'm trying to bring examples from different fields in the oil and gas business, knowing that SPE is a very broad-based society. We have geologists as members, we have geophysicists as members, we have even economics as members, and we have IT guys like me as members, as long as we are contributing in one way or the other to the oil and gas business. So all these documents are considered as analog. Now, the next pillar or the next step is called digitalization. This is now trying to transform your digitized data, which are still considered as unstructured data, and then converting them to structured format that will make them easier to be accessed and used for analysis, for insight generation, and ultimately for machine learning. Okay, so turning the digitized data into structured formats to make them ready for data analysis and machine learning through the application of different technologies such as optical character reader, such as text analytics. Okay, by doing all these things, we convert the unstructured data, even in digital format, into structured format so that they are now ready to be utilized for business. And of course, through business strategies, we incorporate these two pillars into what we now call business strategy or operational efficiency. Now, the goals of doing all this is to enable organizations to succeed in this age of digitalization. Also, digital transformation offers the following benefits. When we digitize our business, we increase employee productivity, we reduce the cost of production, which is what every company is looking for. We enhance process safety. We save time, and since time is money, when we save time, we save money. Then we want to enhance our ability to innovate. And of course, we want to improve collaboration. And all these lead to higher revenues, reduce cost, and increase profit, which is the goal of every company or every organization. So the industry as we have it today is facing a massive digital transformation. And we have been saying this all around us. Not only that, it's also facing a gradual transition to what is called energy mix. Okay? This is energy are being introduced to complement the energy from fossil fuel, oil and gas. And the focus of this is that greenhouse gases are gradually being reduced with the introduction of the other alternative sources of energy. And eventually, we want to reduce the greenhouse gases emissions to zero. And to achieve this, there have been different, of alternative energy, renewables, carbon capture, utilization and sequestration, focus on hydrogen production from hydrocarbon or from even natural sources, utilizing ammonia for energy. And the bottom line that I want to emphasize to you is that despite all this digital transformation, despite all this transition to energy mix, oil and gas remains the major energy source for decades to come. So your expertise are still very much required, and your initiatives are still very much welcome in the industry. Also, even when the complete transition has been achieved, still oil and gas will still remain useful, especially in their use for chemicals, because till now, none of the things that are used, that are manufactured from chemicals, has no alternative. So oil and gas will remain in business for decades to come. So in all this, the role of technology is very, very important. Very important through the digital transformation strategy, as I mentioned before, to improve operational efficiency, to provide real-time data, and to utilize the same data for real-time analytics and reporting. And all these will decrease risk, to increase safety, and eventually to increase revenue. Now, let's go to some of the keywords in the topic given to me. The first one to start with is artificial intelligence. Again, at this point, I don't want to be the only one talking. I like to have an interactive session with my audience. Now, AI has been a very popular, statement today, and I don't expect anyone to not be aware of this. So I want somebody or a few of you to give me your perspective of what AI is all about. What is artificial intelligence? Again, don't be shy. Don't be afraid of giving wrong answer. I think all answers will be correct. So I have a first attempt here. A digital assistant. That's correct. Digital assistants are one aspect of artificial intelligence, as you will see in the next slide. Any other attempt? Anybody? So digital assistant, another one is coming in. AI means set of algorithms for a computer to work many tasks. Okay, that's another aspect of AI. That's a good attempt. One more, and then I will continue. Okay, I have it here. Machines mimicking what humans can do. Very good, very good. So there are many definitions out there, and just to make it simple, this is my favorite. According to John McCarthy in Stanford University, AI, artificial intelligence, is the science and engineering of making intelligent systems. Okay, so I think the keywords are very clear. It's a science, it's a kind of engineering, and we also know what are intelligent systems. These systems can be in form of hardware, software, or both. Okay, so we know what intelligence is, and we know that intelligence systems are systems built to mimic the human intelligence, as someone actually wrote. So why are we talking about AI today? Of course, it is one of the technologies driving the fourth industrial revolution. It is the future. Okay, and why is it the future? It has become an integral part of the way we work and live. Most of us here today have mobile phones with us, and there are many applications using AI, and they are right there on our phones. The way I like to say it is that it is now a serious business. And why do I say that? For the first time, I am seeing a minister dedicated for artificial intelligence. And in which country is that? Can anyone guess which country do we have a minister, not for education, not for industry, not for digital economy like we have in Nigeria? We have a minister for artificial intelligence. Who can tell me which country is that? Any guess from anyone? I'm expecting just one attempt. Come on. Okay, the country is the UAE, United Arab Emirates. UAE, few years back, appointed the first minister of artificial intelligence. So the work of this minister is simply to focus on AI. Okay? Simply to focus on AI. And in the same country, I came to know about the first university, to my knowledge, in the whole world, established to focus mainly not on science, not on engineering, not on art, not on finance, but to focus only on artificial intelligence. Only. By the way, I'm glad to say that I got interviewed by this university to join it, but we couldn't agree on the terms and conditions. So now, this AI business will determine the leadership in technology and industry in the whole world. And we have started seeing the competition right away. US is competing to be the leader. China is competing. The Arab wars are competing. Saudi is claiming a kind of superiority. UAE is in there. You see, we have been witnessing the competition everywhere now. So that's why we have to talk about it, and we have to keep talking about it. This is a very important slide for me. I always like to make this clarification. And when Damilola sent me the topic of this presentation, I just smiled. I said, okay, I have another opportunity to bring up this slide. Using AI and machine learning within the same context, and especially with the conjunction and, sometimes might indicate that they are completely different things, at least in the context of the topic given to me. It seems to mean that they are different things. When you say AI and machine learning, it carries the message that these are two different things. In some other contexts, I have seen it many places, many times, people use AI or machine learning. Whether you use and or you use or, I would say that both are actually wrong. Now, this slide will clarify that. But the summary of this slide is that AI and machine learning are neither the same thing nor different things. Both are wrong. The correct position is that machine learning is actually a subset of artificial intelligence. This is the summary of it. It's a subset. And when something is a subset, then you can neither say they are the same nor they are different. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. And I would like to explain this in detail by using what I call the AI family tree. So AI is the superset. It's actually the field, it's a subfield of computer science that deal with the science and engineering of building intelligent systems, as we saw in the previous slide. So under this, when you say AI, you are referring to a large family of other applications, okay? And you need to clarify what exactly you mean. However, you don't need to clarify if you are referring to all of them in a broader sense. However, if you mean a specific area, then AI is not applicable in that context. You have to be specific. So when you say AI, you could be referring to what is called NLP, natural language processing, or what is now called large language models or generative AI, the like of content generation using AI, okay? Language, your ChatGPT is a kind of LLM, okay? So all these are using one kind of intelligence or the other. So they qualify to be AI. Also, expert systems. These are rule-based systems that, takes your response to a question to determine the next question or to determine a kind of recommendation. Okay, so expert systems are everywhere. We have expert systems in medicine, expert systems in the field of, mechanical maintenance, expert systems in chemical engineering, in medical diagnosis, and so on. So this also uses a kind of intelligence. Hence, they qualify as AI. And of course, robots mimic the human intelligence. So they also qualify to be AI. And we have the computational intelligence, which is also using kind of intelligence that are hidden in data, raw data. So when you say AI, if you are referring to all of them in a broader sense, then that will be fine. However, if you are referring to expert systems and you say AI, that might be wrong and might cause confusion to your audience. So When you say AI, you could be referring to any of this. Okay? And machine learning is under this guy, is under computational intelligence. Now you can see the relationship between AI and machine learning. So machine learning is simply a subset of AI, and it has to do with computational intelligence. And to do machine learning, then you go deeper into the areas of knowledge discovery. We talk about pattern recognition, then we talk about data mining, and so on. So I don't have enough time to go deeper into each of these processes. But I hope the message is very clear. So AI and machine learning are related in the sense that machine learning is the subset of AI. So they are neither the same thing and they are neither different things. Now, bringing in neural networks. Again, just yesterday, I was at the King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals. I was invited to be a judge in the annual students paper contest. And the same, one of the PhD students actually displayed a picture showing that neural networks is a subset, or is another, rather, is a subset of machine learning. So I also like to use this slide to clarify that neural networks is actually not a subset of machine learning. It is actually one of the methods. This is very important. One of the methods to perform machine learning. So with this now, I hope the relationship among these three keywords are very important, are clear now. AI is a superset of machine learning, and neural networks is one of the methods that are used to perform machine learning. I hope that is well taken. Now, let's dig a little bit further into the world of machine learning now. Now, you can see we are leaving the broad scope of AI and we are going deeper to the level of machine learning. According to one of the responses of the audience to the definition of AI, machine learning is actually more specific here. It is the process of teaching computers to do what humans naturally do. And what do we humans do? Mainly, we learn from experience. Okay? Now, how will the computer learn from experience? The experience for the computer is the pattern that are hidden in data. So algorithms, computer systems, they do their own learning directly from data. That's why we say that to do machine out of data, because the more the data, the more experience that are hidden in the algorithms will like to detect and bring out. Okay, so here we're not dealing with any predetermined equation. Unlike, when you say you want to calculate speed, we all know it is universally accepted. So it doesn't make sense for someone to say, well, we want to use machine learning to predict speed from distance and time. We say no. There is a predetermined equation which has been proven to work. Attempt to build algorithms that adaptively improve their performance as we add more of good data, and it's about pattern recognition. So the algorithms, they try to find patterns in data, and this is what we call experience to human beings. So with this background now, I would now like to dig a little deeper into one of the keywords in the topic given to me, which is the trends of AI in education. I'd like to say at this point that most of the trends that we see today in the field of education are mainly under the large language models, or NLP, the natural language process subfield of AI. Okay, so, and most of us must have been using ChatGPT, okay, which is a very good or a common example of a large language model. However, beyond generating knowledge or generating content using ChatGPT. There are so many applications that are based on large language models that are used for, making more advanced educational content. Okay. Also, teaching with virtual avatars is another aspect of going beyond ChatGPT, going beyond just content creation and going into more intelligent educational assistance. Also, there are other applications today in which we use virtual reality or what is called augmented reality or even mixed reality to conduct training. Okay. For example, engineers today working in the refinery, instead of using the actual refinery asset to conduct training, in which case there might be the need to shut down to ensure safety. Today, there are educational simulations, based on mixed reality that will take them away from the actual or from the physical, put inside, the real world in a virtual manner. So it's happening today, and it is one of the impacts of AI in the field of education. Making videos out of one of the products of AI, especially the generative AI, is actually to generate videos out of text or text to video. Anyhow, generating videos out of text is a very good educational asset. I think okay. So generating videos out of text is a very good educational asset because you can actually write a story and then generate a video out of it. This is really a very good thing. And the other way around, you have a video, okay, and you want to generate a story out of the video. There are many generative AI applications today doing this. So all these are helping to enhance, the delivery of educational materials in today's world. And also, there are many platforms that offer adaptive learning, using generative AI to break geographical barriers. Today, you can be in class with people from different parts of the world, and you are having the same class experience as if you are in the same place using AI. And also, you can also interact with educational platforms, and your level, just like game, your level will increase according to the experience that you gather from the platform. So all these things are happening. These are part of the trends impacting the educational field in today's world. And the benefits we have from them is to save time. Okay? Save time in going to a physical class, saving time in going to a physical asset, reducing costs. Okay? Offering more flexibility and more scalability in the learning process. All these are the benefits of the trends that are impacting the educational field as we have it today. And I feel that it is important to also expose you to the trends of AI in the industry, because from the education that you are currently in, you are going to transform or transfer yourself to the industry. And when I say industry, it doesn't matter whether you are going to the operational industry or the academic industry. I see both of them as industry. So we need to be aware of the trends. And as I mentioned, as a broad membership, I have tried to compile different applications from different fields within the oil and gas industry. Now, let's start with the field of geophysics. AI is impacting this field. Today, seismic data acquisition is getting transformed from the manual way of acquiring seismic data by laying wires on the ground, planting geophones in the soil, and so on and so forth. Now, drones are being used, and a lot of research is going into this area using drones for seismic data acquisition. Also, a lot of intelligent algorithms are going into seismic data processing. Okay? And a lot of research is also going into smart, intelligent, seismic interpretation, to identify sweet spots, to identify lithologies, to identify even fluid types from seismic data, and doing this intelligently. A lot of research is going into this. Now let's go into geology. Geologists are well known to go to the field. They go for field trips to study outcrops. Nowadays, a lot of research is being done to digitize the outcrops. Drones are taken to the field. They are flown around the outcrops. They take high resolution photos and videos, and these are analyzed using the photogrammetry technology, and they are converted to digital outcrops that we can easily interact with directly on our desktops. So instead of going to the field extensively, now the number of trips to the field can be greatly reduced because now you have the outcrops right on your desktop. And you can interact with it, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can take physical measurements. Well, they look physical, but they are actually digital measurements. You can measure the length of any formation, you can measure the length of any discontinuity, and so on. This is happening. Now, still on geology, what we know as the core sample description or analysis, the conventional core analysis is getting related, okay, using image analysis and machine learning used altogether. Also, pin section analysis, as we know it, is getting transformed. Now it's being digitized using machine, or more importantly, deep learning. Okay. Now, a few other use cases, machine learning is being used to generate more data from limited amount of data that we have in our industry. Also, machine learning can be used to provide missing information in our logs or in our laboratory measurements. Okay. Also, you can use machine learning to increase the time value of information. This slide is actually from one of my projects. We are utilizing mud gas data, which is acquired while drilling, to predict reservoir properties. Here we have an example of porosity and volume of oil fraction. This, instead of waiting until either the core samples are described or analyzed, or waiting until wireline logs are analyzed, right while drilling, you can actually predict reservoir properties, porosity, permeability, pore pressure, and so on. This is one of the impacts that AI is making in the industry. Also, in chemical engineering, we can use AI has been used to detect faults and to diagnose problems. In the field of petrophysics, logs have been analyzed and even interpreted automatically and even intelligently by using machine learning. Also, diagnosing drilling problems, stock pipes, okay? Spill identification is now being handled with machine learning. Other applications in the field of reservoir engineering, enhanced oil recovery selection and design can be enhanced using machine learning. Well stimulation can be assisted using machine learning. fluid properties, okay, from oil samples. You can determine whether this is gas or oil or heavy oil, light oil, whatever. All this can be done with machine learning. In production engineering, okay, ESP failures can be predicted even ahead of their happening. This will reduce time, non-productive time, to reduce cost of maintenance. Okay, this is happening in the industry. All these are the trends: asphalting, deposition, hydraulic flow units identification, virtual flow meters are being automated. So all these are happening. These are the trends of machine learning applications, or AI in general, within the industry. However, despite all these trends, okay, there are still challenges. And that is why the industry is waiting for you guys to graduate, come out, and further impact the industry with your innovative thinking. So there are challenges affecting the progress of AI application in the industry. Some of them I have tried to list them here. To do machine learning, you require a lot of data. A lot, because the more data you have, the better your algorithms will perform. The machine learning process itself requires a degree of expertise. Okay? That is why domain experts in the field of oil and gas may find it challenging to practice machine learning if they don't have enough knowledge. The same way, data scientists cannot also work independent of domain experts, okay? So they have to work together. People are saying, well, machine learning algorithms are black boxes. They can actually be whitened by having the right understanding. Also, there is focus. Some people say that, well, machine learning algorithms focus on only data, okay, without the physics of the problem. But I used to argue that the physics is embedded in the data. So machine learning algorithms, they use the physics. And also, I will recommend, a close working environment between data scientists and domain experts. Each one of them working independently may not give us the best results. And there are also other challenges, most especially from our data. From our seismic data, we have issues with noise, complex workflows, low vertical resolution, and they are costly to acquire. From our outcrop data, we have issues. From our lab measurements, we have limited data. There are human errors, and lab measurements are known to be very time consuming. You have to wait for measurements to be done using advanced equipments before you get your data out. And when you get it out, they are also limited. Borehole images have issues with noise. Drilling reports have issues with extracting them. And as I said earlier, digitizing them is the first step, and then digitalizing them. So logs data have issues. Sometimes we experience tool failures. Sometimes we have bad hole condition, and so on. So all these are challenges we are facing. Challenges from bias in our data or bias in our algorithms. Okay, they are all there. For example, in machine learning for classification, the algorithms are expecting data to be balanced, like in this way. Imbalanced data is an issue. Actually, I have this from a real project that I worked on. The project was about predicting grain size, geological grain size from wireline data. And my labels, the interpretations of the grains looks like this, imbalanced. Whereas in theory, machine learning algorithms are expecting a balanced data like this. And this is not possible in the industry. This is not possible in our operations. So sometimes we have to live with all these challenges. The same thing happens even in regression. We have data that are not, sufficiently represented. And sometimes, for example, you are building a model to predict porosity, and majority of your data are composed of low porosity. This is a challenge in machine learning. Sometimes it's the other way around. Your data focuses on high porosity, leaving the lower ones underrepresented. Whereas a good model is expecting something like this. Again, this is a challenge. So now let me wrap up with opportunities. Okay. As I said, you guys have a lot of opportunities waiting for you in the industry to make your impact felt, to help the energy transition, to keep the oil and gas business going, because oil and gas remains the major source of energy to the world. So the operational uncertainties need to be reduced. The human bias need to be reduced. Human errors need to be reduced. Also, operational costs. Every company is looking to reduce its cost so that they will increase their profits. Again, the industry is waiting for you. All these are various opportunities. Again, these are opportunities that will call for the application of AI or machine learning in the industry. Again, the industry is waiting for you to come in with your innovative thinking, to come in with your algorithmic thinking to help solve or to address some of the industry challenges. Okay. Finally, I would like to pass this message to you. For you, as you transition from the education to the industry, you need to focus on skills. Make sure you go beyond what you are being taught in class, okay? On your own, acquire both hard and soft skills. Knowledge of AI is very important. Machine learning is very important. Robotics is very important. Sit down and try to analyze. In fact, use the existing Gen AI applications, your ChatGPT, your Google Gemini, your Meta AI that you have in your WhatsApp. Use them to find insights on how AI, machine learning, all these fields, how they can impact the field that you are studying. Also, apart from the hard skills, get soft skills, algorithmic thinking, problem solving, resilience, project management, risk analysis. Get into all these things. And again, the industry is waiting for you. All these skills combined together lead to what is called technology innovation. So I would like to stop here. Thank you very much for your listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll be glad to answer any of your questions. And very importantly, as this talk is only for 40 minutes, and I'm sorry to have gone beyond that by like 7 minutes, you are free to contact me if you have more detailed, if you require more detailed explanation of any of the concepts that I couldn't cover in enough details. You are free to contact me on LinkedIn. I am on ResearchGate, and also the normal email is still there. It's not outdated. So if you send me an email, I will be happy to respond to you. I will say within 12 hours or even at latest within 24 hours. So thank you very much for listening. Over to you.
Wow. Wow. That was actually an incredible presentation from Dr. Fatai. I would want us to give him a virtual applause. Please let's display our emoji for this wonderful session that we just experienced.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving on. It's now time for question and answer. Yes, participants, it's your turn. It's your turn to ask whatever thing that is in your mind, any questions you feel you have towards AI, regarding AI and so on. I believe Dr. Fatai is here to provide solutions. So the floor is open. If you have a question, I would want you to please indicate. You can also share your questions using the chat box. So please.
So if you don't ask me any question, then I will ask you questions.
Please, Dr. Pata is eager to answer our questions. Let's make use of the chat box or raise up our hands to ask.
Well, there's a question here from Adole Obande. So is there institution that offers scholarship on AI? I will ask, what do you mean by AI? Is it AI as a field? I think it should be more of application. Nowadays, unlike in the olden days, a lot of AI is going even into the study of oil and gas subfields. So now you have opportunity. Even when you go for master's or PhD in petroleum engineering, for example, you have the chance of applying AI, machine learning, robotics in your project. So if that is what you mean, yes, there are scholarships, but as you know, they are highly competitive. So you need to have very high GPA. If you have 5.0 over 5.0, then you have all the chances in this world. But that may not be attainable for everyone. So I would just advise that have GPA that is as high as possible. Be among the top. Then you have a good chance to get scholarship to pursue. I hope I try to address that question. Another one says, do you think we using AI in most of our daily jobs is limiting our own potentials? Most of the time, instead of doing a stressful tasking job, you can just use the advantage of AI to get things done. Do you think it's limiting our potentials? I would say no, it is not. It's actually enhancing our productivity. That's the way I like to see it. Now, let's flash back, during my time, okay? We are not allowed to use calculators in our WAEC exams or SSC exams. We are forced to use four-figure table. I don't know if you guys are aware of this four-figure table. I don't know. I know things have changed. So that was then. Then later, students became allowed to use calculator. Now, are you limiting your potentials when you use your calculator to calculate, for example, 15 square, rather than working it out, like 15 at the top, 15 at the bottom, then you draw a line, 5 times 5, 25, you write 5 and keep 2, It's faster to use a calculator, right? But does using calculator limit your potential? I don't think so. It makes your calculation faster. So I believe that using AI will not limit your potential. It will rather enhance it. However, we have to be very careful about that. Yes, there are a lot of AI tools. I didn't have enough time to share most of them with you. There are AI tools that are very useful, for example, in the area of research, okay? For example, some AI tools will help you to summarize a whole paper. Again, does that stop you from physically reading the whole paper? No. Using AI to summarize a paper for you actually helps you to determine whether to read the paper in detail or to just trash it, because we are looking for materials that are relevant for your research. So using AI to do that for you, to give you a summary, will determine whether you will like to read it further or not. So that saves your time. So, before these tools came out, some of us have wasted a lot of time, reading a whole paper only to discover that the paper is not actually useful eventually. So how do we account for that time that we have spent or that we have even wasted? So in summary, I don't think using AI tools limit our potentials. Rather, they enhance our skills. They improve our productivity. That's my opinion, and I hope that you agree with that. Then from Rukayat, if I want to start learning machine learning as it applies to reservoir engineering, what are the languages or specifics I should start looking to study? Okay, the question is about what programming language to use. There are many options out there. MATLAB is a good programming language for machine learning. R is another language. People use C++, Java, and so on. And people also use Python, okay? Out of all these that I have mentioned, Python and R are very much common nowadays, mainly because they are available free of charge. If you want to use MATLAB, for example, you have to buy the license. I mean, if you have a free tool, why will you leave a free tool and go and spend some money? So Python is good, R is good. So these are the languages that I will recommend. And also, another language called Julia is coming now to the stage and is also getting more traction. So it doesn't really matter whichever of these tools you use, okay? As long as you have them free of charge, go ahead and learn any of them. And I can assure you, now they are becoming easier and easier to learn nowadays. Then another one from Toyib Olagunju. Let me be sure that I'm not skipping any. Okay. I'm a latest graduate and hope to pursue postgraduate study in renewable energy. I have experience in data science and machine learning, which was part of my undergraduate final thesis. Very good. My question is, which of the reinforcement learning and deep learning is most relevant to energy, engineering, management, and optimization? Well, I would say it depends on your application, okay? It depends on your application. So when you define your problem and you know exactly what problem to solve, then a quick search in the literature will reveal which of these algorithms, either reinforcement or deep learning, will be applicable or relevant to the problem you want to solve. So I would like to leave it at that. We can talk about it on personal level to go deeper into it. But the summary of this is that every problem requires certain solutions, requires certain specific method to apply on. Has its own area of application. Deep learning has a lot of methods available also in different areas of application. So that would be my answer for now, unless we decide to go deeper and deeper. Yeah, another one from Swanya Joseph. Thank you very much. So I'm into machine learning and data science for the past 1 year, but I have not been able to grow. Why? What do you recommend I do to start growing? Okay, what I would recommend for you to start growing is that begin to solve problems. That's very important. Get practical with what you are learning, because learning without actually practicalizing that knowledge may not take you far. So don't worry, however simple the problem may be, just start with something in whatever field. If you are, just do something. I mean, there are many things out there that you can do. If you want to use machine learning, maybe you have just play with some data, okay? Predict something from something. Just, do something practically. That is just the key word here. Practicalize your knowledge. Yes, learn. That's very important. But make sure that as you are learning, you are actually using the learning to do some practical applications. Look for data, and fortunately, there are some data available freely online. Okay, the not see data, some data from the US. Go online, you see freely available data. So apply your knowledge on those data and do something. That's very, very important. There's one here from Mary. As a geophysicist who wants to dive into oil and gas, what's the best geophysical method you feel is needed in the energy industry? Asking for the best geophysical method. Well, I will say all of them. Whatever you have learned in class is not useless. Also, according to my recommendation out of this discussion, also learn how AI and machine learning are impacting the field of geophysics. That will actually open your eyes to more of what is happening out there, and then see how you can go in, see how you can contribute, see how you can bring new technology into the field of geophysics. And this is what I tell students: all of you cannot become data scientists. No, we still need people in geophysics. We need people in geology. We need people in petroleum engineering. We still need you guys. So don't just transit to data science. Rather, find a way you can apply data science, machine learning, AI in your field. That will make you more competitive in your field. You'll be more relevant in your field if you do that. So I hope I try to address that question. So another one, I started Python language last October. That's very good of you. Starting is a very big achievement. And I'm looking into machine learning. But, okay, what is that? I've come to realize that practice is very important. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to practice for now. Laptop. What do you think I should do, sir? Having a laptop is very good because it gives you all the space and chance to practicalize what you have learned. However, recently, I have begun to see some opportunities for you to actually do coding on your phone. You can do coding on your phone. There is a version of Python. Yes, there's a version of Python that you can actually install on your phone, and you can begin to code on your phone. The same thing I have read about with MATLAB. There's a MATLAB, and it's actually free for students. I don't know how they will confirm that you're a student anyway, but they say there's a student version, which I think is free. Of course, it has limited function features, but you can still do something all on your phone. So having a laptop is the best option, but you can actually do some things on your phone. Try to look for such opportunities. And then also, we still have cyber cafes around. So you can book a few hours in a cyber cafe and try to do something. And if you spare me a little more time, I can actually share with you one experience that I have when I was in undergrad back in 1994. There was this course in programming in basic. Okay, we were given an assignment, and there was limited resources available in school. So most of my mates just went outside to some computer centers and they paid them to do the assignment for them. And I was not kind of that person. I always like to solve my own problem by myself. So I went to the library. I got a book on basic programming. I actually wrote the programs line by line on paper. Then I went to a computer center. We didn't have cyber cafes at that time. What we had was computer centers. I went there for all night, and I tried to, run my codes. I typed in my codes and I tried to run them. I tried to fix the errors. Of course, I was expecting to have errors. So I fixed the errors and I did that all by myself. Eventually, the assignment was canceled because the HOD got to know that students were paying to get it done, so it was canceled. But even though it was canceled, I felt happy that I was able to do my own assignment by myself. So what am I saying here? Even if you don't have laptop for now, go to a cyber cafe, pay for 2 hours, pay for 5 hours, pay for all night if it's possible, and then get some things done. You will still be proud of yourself that you are actually doing something practical by yourself. Exactly. Knowledge learned stays with you. Exactly. So, and that comes when you make it practical. That's really very important. By using your school email, you can get, oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that information, Jamila. I agree with that. Yes, when you register with your school email, then you get the free version. Thank you very much for that contribution. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for that engaging questions. And thank you, Dr. Fatai, for every thoughtful responses you give to each and every one of us. We really appreciate that. So moving forward, we want to hear from the membership committee, in the person of Abdulgani Bashir, for him to give us the membership drive on how we can become a member of SP. So, Abdul Bashir, over to you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Good evening, everyone.
Yes, we can hear you. Please proceed.
All right. So, my name is Abdulgani Bashir, a final level student of Chemical Engineering, Federal University of Technology, Mina, and a member of Society of Petroleum Engineers, Federal University of Technology, Mina chapter. So, I would like to take you through enhancing your career with SPE Footmina by being a member or by telling people there is SPE in Footmina and how it works, what you need to know about SPE in Footmina. So that's what I will be taking you through now. All right. Join SPE Footmina to unlock unparalleled network opportunities, skill development, and global resources for your professional growth. SPE is crucial for enhancing your career in the evolving energy sector. So if you are interested in energy sector, so SPE is crucial for enhancing your career. So SPE provides resources and knowledge to stay ahead in a competitive job market. Become part of global network of professionals and peers in the petroleum industry. Gain access to exclusive resources, training, and events tailored for SPE members. tailored for what SPE members. Now, what is SPE generally? SPE stands for Society of Petroleum Engineers. So it's a global professional society focused on oil, gas, and energy sectors. SPE bids over fostering a rich platform for network and professional growth. Membership is open to anyone interested in the oil, gas, and energy industry, regardless of their background. SPE Footmina is a part or a local chapter of SPE, which has its zone to be Abuja. So it has a zona of Abuja zone, which promotes local engagement and offers opportunities for collaboration. SPE Footmina provides a robust platform for knowledge exchange, enhancing industry practices through shared insights. Members of SPE Footmina can gain access to resources for career advancement, including training and professional certifications. At the same time, SPE Footmina encourages collaboration among members, facilitating partnerships and joint ventures in the industry. Now, as a member of SPE Footmina, you're going to have networking opportunities. You connect with industry professionals and peers to build a valuable network. You're going to have exclusive opportunities, gain access to internships, NYSC placements, scholarships, and mentorships. So you're going to have career development. You enhance your resume and skill through various SPE Footmina initiatives and resources. So you're going to have research access, and you're going to have event preparations that will broaden your knowledge, e.g., conferences and workshops. As you know, we have 2 conferences coming up this year, one in April and one in around in November or October, sorry. So if you have not known, or you're just hearing that there is a conference, so which will enable your knowledge to be broadened about your career. Then, if you network with SPE Footmina, so you are going to have industry connections, peer networking, and event conferences, as I have said. So, and NYSC placements, scholarships, mentorship programs, internships, as I have said earlier. All right. So at the same time, you're going to have the opportunity of workshops and training. So there are lots of workshops and training that can enhance your skills and career prospects as a member of Society of Petroleum Engineers, Federal University of Technology, Minna. So then we have some review, because most people, their view on SPE is kindly and totally different from what SPE entails. So I myself, before I joined SPE, so I didn't know anything about it. So when I was in 3 level for petroleum and gas engineering, until I joined, I discovered that it's majorly for all the careers. So far you are interested in energy sectors, so you are good to go. So I myself, I said, joining SPE has expanded my network and provided me with invaluable mentorship opportunities. Then there's my friend that says the internship opportunities through SPE have been a game changer for my career. And I also have a friend that says I've built friendships and professional connections that will last lifetime. Do you hear that? Lifetime. Now, how do you join SPE Footmina? It's very simple. Just 3 process. Contact the membership chairperson. Reach out to the membership chairperson at, so you have the number there, 090-34-15-7584 for initial inquiries. If you reach out to this number, he or she is going to guide you through the processes you need to join the SPE Footmina chapter. Then you complete the registration process. You secure your membership by completing the necessary registration steps, and you'll be able to engage in events and workshops. Because I can believe most of people, they have not known that their membership has expired and they are still in the group saying they are SPE member. No, you have to renew your membership every year. So that's how you can tell me or you can guarantee me that you are SPE member. Then, all right. Become a member of SPE FootMina today. Don't postpone it. Become a member of SPE FootMina today by renewing your membership, or you talk about SPE to other people in different career, and unlock opportunities for career growth while connecting with industry experts and fellow professionals. Thank you once again. My name is Abdulgani Bashir, a membership committee, Society of Petroleum Engineers, Federal University of Technology, MENA. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Abdulgani. That was very profound for me. And thank you for spreading the word about SPE FootMina. Like, I just want to urge each and every one of us to take it upon ourselves to please bring one member to SPE on a monthly basis. And trust me, those people will be forever grateful that you brought them to SPE. So to proceed further, this is time for us to take our pictures. And I want each and every one of us to please tune in our cameras. I want us to on our camera so that you can capture this wonderful moment. So all our cameras on. I'm not seeing everybody's face. I want our faces, everybody.
We can't see you, Mary.
Okay. I guess I'm seeing some people now. Yeah, we are still taking it. Mr. Alamin.
I can hear you.
Yes, I don't know. Can you take down the slide so that I can get a larger screen?
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming. Just a few more.
Are we not supposed to say cleaner energy? SP cleaner energy.
Oh, okay, please. Let's raise our thumbs up. Our logo. Okay, so by count of three, I'll say SP cleaner energy. Okay, I'll say SPE and then our responsible cleaner energy. So SPE.
Cleaner energy.
Okay. Thank you so much. I believe these memories are worthwhile and we'll utilize each and every one of you. Thank you. So
Give me 1 minute.
on,
Mary,
sir.
can you please give me 1 minute? I want to pass a message.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, I just want to say that if any of you happens to have a chance to come to Saudi Arabia or the neighboring Bahrain, let me know. I will be glad to be. As you all know, there is this conference, IPTC, International Petroleum Technology Conference. I think every other year, Saudi will be the host. And it is a culture that Saudi will invite certain number of students from all over the world, including Nigeria. So usually your faculty advisor will get such email, and then there will be nominations. I think 3 students are to be nominated from every university, I think. Either 2 or 3 from among the best. So I have met a number of students from Nigeria, from FUTA, from elsewhere in Saudi Arabia. 3 students who were to come last year in February 2024. Eventually, they couldn't get their visa. So unfortunately, but I met students in 2022 and in 2020. So it was a very good opportunity. And I'm glad to inform you that I got an email yesterday that my paper has been accepted for the EAGE Digital taking place in Edinburgh in the UK. So just in case, if any of you will happen to be there, okay, let me know. I'll be glad to win, to meet any of you. Thank you so much. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
Wow, this is actually a great opportunity. So maybe I should start preparing. Okay, thank you so much. Moving on, we'll be going into our Kahoot session. So I believe there are prizes to be won. Oh. So if you're ready, you can please click on Kahoot. You can use your Google, and if you also have the app on your phone, you can just try to access that. So I'll be inviting Mrs. Osamu Jame to anchor this very session.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Hello, please, are you hearing me?
Yes, good evening. We are hearing you.
Okay, I'm sure we all had a nice time during our program. And then it's the Kahoot session now. And our session is titled, our session is titled Leveraging Machine Learning and AI for a Transformative Education from Insights to Impact. So I'm going to share my screen now so we'll see the Kahoot questions. Sorry. Sorry for the delay. Okay, I'm having an issue trying to share my screen. I think my camera is not set, so I don't know.
What's the issue? Can you share your screen?
I can't share my screen at the
Um,
moment. I can't share it, but let me load the game pin. Let me call out the game pin. The game pin is 604 2530. Did we get it? 604 2530. Let me send it in as a message. Okay, someone's gotten it. So are we ready? Are we logged in? Sorry, have we been able to log in?
Can you still try to share your screen? Like, what's the
Okay,
main
I
issue?
can see one person has been able to log in. We are two now. Amanda, it's free. Fayat. But I can't share my screen. The camera access to the camera. And I can't use my phone because there's no network. So I'm using my system. So it's not working.
Okay, please, I would like
I
to
think we
proceed.
should
I would like to
make
proceed.
her.
Out.
Hello, guys. I think you should make
Huh?
her co-host or something.
Yes, she's a co. So that's why I don't even know why she can't share her screen. We've already made her the co-host.
Okay.
Ali, I mean, do you have the
Yes, I have the
Also,
question.
also,
Okay.
also, I think at this point you could stop recording and yeah, just stop the recording.
Thank you very much, sir. Ali, I mean,
Okay, is someone able to share their screen?
Ali, I mean, can you stop recording for now?
Okay then.